Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut 11. And it is hump day, so welcome to the premiere of the Twin Flame Soulmate, possibly karmic connection reading that we do every Wednesday. Today we will not be doing the Yes Please, it is impossible, as I'm working through the June love readings that will be for each individual sign up on Patreon. So you can get all 12 signs if you sign up. You can even sign up just for a month. You don't have to continue. So for the cost of buying me a cup of coffee, you can get to see the 12 individual love readings on Patreon. And also you get to go into a draw for a free reading, free tarot reading with yours truly. Okay, I'm in between the love readings. So some will be uploaded today, and I'm working on the rest tomorrow as well. Today is the 29th of May of 2024. As we're doing these readings, the moon is transiting through Aquarius, and Jupiter, Venus, and the sun are transiting through Gemini. Happy birthday, dear Gemini. Okay, if you're celebrating your birthday and you're born in those first 10 days of the sign of Gemini, you've got personal planets there. What a birthday you're carrying for the next year. So congratulations to you. Okay, I'm going to show you a sample. Those of you that are not on Patreon, I'm going to do the spread today as I have done for the love readings for June. So it will be exactly the same. So as I said, this is a general reading, but on Patreon, the 12 individual signs will go into each sign relative to the spread that we're doing now. So on this side, we'll be looking at you, and on the other side, we'll be looking at your person. I suppose you can swap sides, okay, but take the messages as they resonate. Remember, it's a general reading. The difference with the readings on Patreon, for this general one, for all of you that are here on YouTube and receiving this reading for free, thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting, and your donations. They do help the channel a lot. You're also connecting with me through the chat, so lovely to be here with you. I will be taking the little love oracle, one card as advice for each sign. Of course, we will start with Aries. This will happen at the end of the reading, after we take the general love messages and what your person is thinking. Remember, these messages can also be we're connecting with your thoughts, your emotions. Last week we did it differently. You actually wrote your first name in the comments and you wrote yes please, and then we did another video as I was taking your personal love messages, so you can find it in our recent uploads. If you did ask for that, we've done the video, you may have missed it. Okay, not all people are getting notified. We've got I don't know, 98,000 people on the channel, and only roughly 1,000 people follow this channel. So we know that Divine Debut 11 is not doing well where the algorithm is concerned. So what you can do to help is to like, share, comment, share, right? And also subscribe to this channel if you're new here. So thank you in advance. What's going on as we, yesterday was supposedly one of the luckiest days in the month of May. We've still got that 4th of June coming up, which I'm so looking forward to it. Don't expect things to happen right on the day. They could happen coming up to that date, or even after that date, as Venus will be connecting with the sun. We talk about it a lot. We talk about it a lot through our uploads here on YouTube, but also through Patreon as we go into the astrology in the month ahead. That the June astrology reading analysis will be done in the next couple of days, so look out for that. Let's see what's going on. Let's get into it. Let's not waste any more time. Let's see what wants to come through as we're reading the energy. Remember, it's a general reading, my dear friends. And thank you for any effort you put in to help and act out, take part in an exchange from Divine Debut 11, myself, and yourself. Let's see what the Karma Dharma is for love at this time. Twin flame, soulmate, karmic connections. It doesn't have to be an old connection. It could be someone that you've connected with in a past lifetime that you're expecting to come in. Not everyone is waiting on past loves. Some people have closed the door. They don't want to hear about past loves. They're hoping for a new connection. Let's see what comes through. Thank you for your guidance, Spirit, my archangels. Thank you for being here with us and sharing your wisdom with us. What needs to come through at this point? And remember, we have mentioned the date, but when you receive this message, that should be important for you. And we've got the Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter, Sagittarius comes through. Wow. Okay, so this is the Wheel of Fate. A very fated time, divine timing. Lots of changes. I get the goosebumps. The Jupiter. They're at that important 0 first degree of Gemini, which is connecting really well to Pluto. I usually do go into the astrology. I don't want to do that so much because I've got work to do. So let's look at the tarot. We're using the Twin Flame Journey Tarot by Mystic Moon. We're using the Mystic Moon oracles that we always use. We're doing the La Vera Sibilla. Did I say Sibilla? This is the Lenormand. Sometimes when you're thinking, things come out when they're not supposed to. So, and we're using the Island Time Wellness. We'll be taking one card for each of you, one for you and one for your person. And of course, we'll be taking the advice from the Wisdom of the Oracle. So, dear Spirit, let's look at you. I'm connecting to you now. You've got the star, universal alignment. Maybe this is something you're hoping for. The star could also be communication through social media and the internet. You could be physically at a distance, hoping for that wish fulfillment. You're hoping for the stars to align because, as many of you know that follow this channel, as above, so below. When the stars and the gods permit, that's when the wish comes in. So it could be talking to a near future star and wish fulfillment. Remember that Venus and the Sun are forming the Venus star point, which Venus is the brightest star in the sky. Second comes Jupiter. So when you look up to the sky physically and you see the brightest star, almost as bright as the moon, let's say, that's Venus. She's winking at you. She's blinking at you. And that's what Venus will be doing. She'll be going from the morning star. Morning star means you need to get up really early, like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning to see Venus in the sky, in that morning sky. She's going through a death process and turning into the evening star. Therefore, she's more spiritually, she's more aligned through those higher realms, right? So love is more spiritual. Love is more telepathic, right? Not so much like the morning star, which is more the energy of, that warrior goddess, Venus, action orientated, very masculine. Now she's turning more feminine. So this could be promising that as Venus goes through her death process on the 4th of June and is rebirthed, maybe she'll be winking at you and telling you that your wish is not far off. 10 of Cups, contentment and joy. Oh my God, what a beautiful card. What a beautiful card. 7 of Pentacles. Some of you have been waiting for a long, long time for this contentment and this bliss and this wish fulfillment. there's a reevaluation. It's like Spirit is reevaluating because you've invested a lot. This is the Seven of Pentacles. You've waited. You've been so patient. And you see the tree. The tree speaks to a past connection, a spiritual connection. But it also is the energy of like Capricorn. You know, it's earthy. It's like you've invested. There's like a pause. There's reevaluation. And re does remind me of retrogrades. Now, obviously, Pluto is the only planet that's retrograding. But soon we're coming up to the retrograde season, which means we'll be going back to the past and reevaluating. The tree does speak to health, possibly the health of a connection, of an emotional connection. But, of course, because it's Pentacles, it speaks to practical matters as well. Let's see. What else? Temperance. Spirit is saying you're going through healing. Divine timing is at play. And alchemy is playing out, right? Restoration. It's like the health of this relationship may be going through restoration, but time is necessary. Some of you could also be physically at a distance, dealing with a foreigner, someone who comes from other beliefs. They've grown in a very different way to what you did, to what you have. Interesting, two major arcana. So we've got the star, we've got Aquarius, we've got Jupiter, Sagittarius. Very much about being detached, being free, I don't know, free from a past cycle. Yeah, this is like the alignment of Uranus and Jupiter, which happened on the 21st of April in Taurus. The seed has been planted pertaining to that vision or that wish fulfillment, that dream, that realizing of the dream. As Jupiter is now moving away, he will form a sextile to that point, roughly the 22nd degree there of Taurus. Obviously, my dear friends, for some of you, of course, this could happen next year, or even the beginning of the year after, because Jupiter is going to have to enter Cancer, so that Cancer does sextile, it's a flowing aspect, does sextile Taurus. So that could be the first realization of this dream. Not to say that there won't be other things showing up, surely, because, you know, that is a very sensitive point now, the 22nd degree of Taurus, as other planets are passing over it. For instance, now Mercury is at the 21st degree. So maybe there will be some news now about this seed that has been planted, right? Both Uranus and Jupiter are very spiritual planets. Let's see what's going on. Wow, karma, review, and judgment. Another major arcana. So we've got Scorpio, Pluto, and Mars. Mars is on Chiron right now. So we're looking for a resolution. How to find the key to escape, to get out of a past challenging, difficult situation. It could be emotionally, it could be physically. You know, emotional wounds do manifest into physical wounds. So do take care of your mental health. Try and do things that are good for you, things that make you feel good, make you happy. Because there's no point in getting sick because love is not working out for you. Please keep that in mind. Now here we've got a moment of crisis, second chances. Archangel Michael comes through once again. There's a karma review. It's like Spirit is looking at the situation right now. Remember, this is a card of, yes, choices, but also it's a card of resurrection. It's like life is being breathed. This is like oxygen into our lungs. So oxygen is coming into our lungs and bringing the resurrection and the new life into this relationship. Fingers crossed that that is the case. And we've got Two of Swords on your side. stalemate and indecision. There's going to be a moment of crisis where you're going to have to make a very, very important decision. You're going to have to trust your heart because, as you can see, she's blindfolded. You're going to have to listen to your intuition as well. All right, so let's now look into your psyche. Let's go into your psyche with the Mystic Moon Oracles. Your psyche, those subconscious fears pertaining to what are you fearing? What are you not wanting to look at? What is subconsciously going on that you don't know about relative to yourself, right? This deck, I call it the detective because sometimes it brings through things that we are not aware of. Let's see where you are emotionally, what's going on in your psyche, in your fears. Recognition. So you recognize that this is a very, very important relationship. Let's make some room on the table. Wow, you've got the return card. I'm wondering if you left this connection and you've returned. Maybe you've seen things from a different perspective. You recognize it's like you took their position for a moment and you maybe recognize that it was possibly that you needed to return to this situation, or that life is bringing you back to a certain position, a familiar position nevertheless, that you've been in before. Maybe this is like a second chance, having a second chance at a situation that brought great judgment. The judgment could mean that you judged someone harshly, they judged you, so on and so forth. Deep down, many of you are hoping for the return of a person that you recognize as your other half. Yeah, you've seen the light. Some of you are also seeking guidance from, I don't know, a wise person, someone that can give you, someone that sees things from a detached point of view, right? The guide is like the hermit. This is also the inner light. Let's take a couple more. I'm wondering if some of you are hoping that the guidance comes from your person. It's like you're giving space for your person to take a lead. I don't know. But since this is very much like the hermit being a 9, we do have Jupiter there as well. So it's like we're coming to the end of a situation or a cycle. Let's see. We've got spring. Spring means flirtation, means happiness, means a possible offer. I don't know if this came from you. I mean, for me, the spring, which means blooming, means flowers. Remember, I was talking about the health of a relationship. If it's not a relationship, it could also be issues pertaining to health. I don't know if it's yours or your person, because we usually take flowers to someone that's in the hospital, someone that needs to go through healing. Remember, Mars is on Chiron. The action that we take now will bring healing. The healing can be emotional, can be physical, can be psychological. We've got the victim. This is like releasing negative thought patterns, like closing up a major cycle, letting go of the victim mode, and surrendering, releasing, and knowing that if your person has truly has got love for you in their heart, even if they haven't been able to communicate that to you or to be very clear with you, or even them being clear with their own self and their own emotions, you're releasing that. You're releasing that fear. Let's take, and you're saying if they really, really love me, they will return. See, you're surrendering. You're surrendering and you're giving it up to spirit. You're hoping from guidance. You're hoping for guidance from spirit as well. Okay, let's look into your person. Let's not keep you waiting anymore. Dear Spirit, show us the other person. Show us the other person, dear Spirit. What's going on for them? What's going on in their life? What are they thinking energetically? Where are they? What are their emotions? What do they think of this connection? How do they feel? Okay, we will take those. We've got 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups is on your side. Ultimate achievement. Knight of Pentacles, steady progress. Virgo comes through very strongly here. You may be dealing with a perfectionist, someone who works a lot. Page of Swords. Gemini comes through as well. This is the Page of Swords, and Page of Swords, of course, the Gemini season. I don't know, there's something to do with their perception. Now, they may also have possibly personal planets in Gemini. Gemini is about making choices. It's about needing to understand, being curious. I don't know, it looks like your person has been very slow to progress. They need security. Possibly, yes, the 10 of Pentacles, which is also the marriage card, could also speak to someone being in another marriage, or someone that sees their life as, sees themselves as, sees their achievements as financial stability. So maybe someone that's very, very busy building their financial abundance, right? So we've got two cards that are very mercurial. So I would say because Mercury is coming up to Uranus, and Uranus is, you don't expect. We can never really predict what Uranus is going to bring. Uranus is the Tower. But Mercury is coming up to Uranus. So both Mercury being the left brain, the logic, Uranus being the right brain, being that higher mind. It's like the power of using both sides of the brain, which means, musicians have usually, they use both sides of the brains. When we're doing two things at once, that is quite a gift, right? Or we learn how to do that. But anyway, this is like logic and the higher mind coming together. Uranus is also the ingenious mind. So I don't know if you're dealing with someone that's very intelligent. There's logic, there's great intelligence, there's possibly also thoughts of communication here with the Page of Swords, because remember, this is the student. This is someone who's curious. Let's have a look, because pages are messengers. We've got the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles, as you could see here, your person is dealing with a balancing act. I don't know if it's their past life, a past connection, and the life that they're wanting, which we see the woman, she's walking a tightrope. So quite risky, but she's in between the past and the future. Things are like up in the air. We've got very strong earth, so you may be dealing with an earth sign. They're very slow to move. They need security. They need to be certain. But there's something very risky. It could be that your connection will be sort of risking their financial standing. Interesting that we've got the shell here, which is like the synodic cycle of Venus. Now, you may be needing to look back to 4 years ago. What was going on 4 years ago when we had that Venus star point happen in Gemini again? Because obviously 4 years ago, Venus was retrograding. So retrograding is like going within. It feels as though love had to go within to see the light 4 years ago. Now it's more like there's direct motion. There's going to be direct motion, which to me means that someone's made up their mind. Maybe it took them 4 years. They've made up their mind, and now they know how to act. And remember that this is quite risky. And Two of Pentacles, again, is choices. It's like things are up in the air, but your person is willing to take a risk, an emotional risk. but also a financial risk. We've got the Four of Swords, healing and recovery. Looks like your person's gone through some wounding, some heartache, some heartbreak, some disappointments. Now, Two of Pentacles can also be someone who's hedging their bets, someone who's two-timing. Gemini could be a two-timer. Sorry, Geminis, but that's the way it is. It's multiple lovers. If someone has their Venus in Gemini, it could be dealing with two different people at the same time. Now, not only Gemini can be two-timing. We've got a few signs that are dualistic, like Gemini, right? So if it's not two-timing, then I'm having difficulty in making a decision. I'm in between two worlds. And your person needs some time. They also need time to prepare, because Four of Swords is the warrior that's taking time out. They need to heal. They've got a sore back. They're going through surgery. The surgery could be metaphorical. It could be literal. And Chiron is surgery. So surgically removing past situations. Could be also the fear of following our North Node, which is where, the North Node is in Aries, in a Mars-ruled sign, and Mars is there. So someone needs to have the confidence. Remember the Four of Swords. The warrior takes that Ace of Swords and then cuts through, speaks their truth. This will take them to success, to victory. Let's see what's going on. And we've got the Fool card, so positive. So positive. The activation is here. Now, this is Aries, the warrior. But this is also, of course, it's a new cycle, the Fool, right? But also, this speaks to Uranus. Aries does not think they can bring the house down. When they desire something, they don't fear that. And even fear does not exist in the sign of Aries, because they've got that warrior spirit within them. They follow what they desire and what their head tells them. So activation, a new activation. And the Fool card could also say that if your person was in another relationship, Four of Swords is a heartbreak. I'm wondering if there was any infidelity that maybe they've found out about. Could be, because there's a messenger has come through which has put them in a bit of a doozy, in a bit of a dilemma. And you've got the Two of Swords, they've got the Two of Pentacles. What's the general energy pertaining to this relationship? The Eight of Swords, imprisonment. This is a mental prison. This is a man-made prison. This is the chains are there because we keep them there. Six of Cups, memories and reunion. Someone needs to overcome their perception of being imprisoned. Five of Cups, old wounds tend to be coming up. We've got Five and Six of Cups, which says, obviously there's nostalgia. It's like the changes. It's like we're needing to get over those spilt cups, let go of the past, move towards the future, but it's got a lot to do with the past, because this is a soulmate connection, right? And because the Eight of Swords is about our perception, this is our perceiving that there's a prison. It's our perception. It's maybe a lack of good communication and fear of truth. Okay, let's look into their psyche. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. And, of course, leaving your comments always helps, dear friends, even though we're not doing Yes Please today. And that's because I'm preparing, always end of the month and the beginning of the next month. I'm always very busy. So next week we'll be doing the Yes Please again. And I know a lot of you loved the fact that I did a video for you. I don't know. I think I will surprise you if we'll be doing that. If we'll be doing it that way again, I have not decided. So, but we'll be doing yes please for sure and getting your personal messages next week. I don't know how you'll be receiving them. Okay, so let's look into the psyche of their person, please, Spirit. Now, if this is someone new, and you have not met them, they probably will seem very familiar to you. This is someone they're in a good financial standing. It's someone that works very hard, is of great service to others, multitasks. They work so hard. They really don't have much time off. Sometimes I see the Four of Swords as back-breaking. So it could be someone that also has issues with their back because of too much work, maybe having taken a risk that didn't go well, feeling quite foolish. I don't know, this could be someone that's into extreme sports. Look at the Fool card, ready to jump off that cliff, right? And trusting that Spirit has their back, and there is the word back again. So also, this could also be someone that has been in another connection, someone that's coming out and starting a brand new cycle in their life, someone that's gone through a quite a difficult learning experience, and someone that was scared to risk leaving a past relationship, but they're finally doing that, if I can say that, because it's like they're throwing caution to the wind. Whatever that means for you, someone who needs to be certain, is grounded, needs security, but then there's the other side. So they're coming through as quite combative, quite confident, quite crazy at this time, unless it's Spirit that's pushing them to that, pushing them out of their comfort zone, which is our North Node in Aries, right? Let's see where they are psychologically, emotionally. Fall. Emotionally, they're on a low. Offer. Mirroring. Refocus. Fresh start. And the answer is no. Now remember, I'm not reading reversals here. Okay, if this is a past person and they've been heartbroken from you, because we see the disappointment here, they needed their time. They needed their time to think. I don't know, maybe you gave them an ultimatum. That ultimate is like an ultimatum that you've given them. Maybe straight forth, maybe sideways, I don't know. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting a lot of power from you. Like an ultimatum, this is what works for me. This is what I need. So it feels as though they've gone into their cave, right? Needing to overcome any trust issues, because the offer is quite a dark offer. The darkness of this card, because we know it's like the cup. The cup is emotions. It's like secretly holding back on their emotions. Maybe also coming through more as more desirable and more sexual than more emotional, possibly. And they feel as though, even though subconsciously they may not be aware of it, because we see the swan. We know that this is like the ugly duckling that's turned into this beautiful swan, which is like an evolution. Maybe it's also that they possibly feared this evolution and this long-standing relationship, thinking to themselves, where is this taking us, right? Maybe they also feared seeing you as their other half. They feared looking at the truth, possibly. Now there's we could be talking about someone that's very well mannered. I get the etiquette and the good manners through the swan. And we see the swan gliding on calm waters. So possibly this is like going from, you know, like the darkness into more tranquil. It's like the Five of Swords going on to the Six here. Like there's potential for emotional calmness. Maybe also looking into the mirror. And sometimes, you know, when we look into the mirror, we're looking into our fears. It's like we're looking internally. So looking at our fears and working through those and overcoming those. And it's interesting that, speaking of fears, the Fool is right above, which says that on their mind, they're coming through as very Martian. If this is someone that's been in another relationship, they've gone through difficult lessons, obviously. They could have trust issues as well. And yes, there may have been some infidelity, because the dark offer could be a secretive offer. And yes, for some of you, I don't know if this is a love triangle or if this is a 4 people being involved here. So infidelity on both sides, it could be a fact. But we see that there's psychologically and in their subconscious, they're wanting to find peace. They're wanting like to return. We see the swan looking towards the past, maybe a missed offer of the past. Remember the judgment. This is like second chances. They've got the refocus. You've got the return here. Also, you've got the recognition. Re means return, going back to the past. So they're like refocusing, re-looking at things. And, you know, refocusing and retrogrades mean internalizing, but also revisiting the past and tweaking things and fixing things. And what, after this quiet, this refocusing, it looks like they're overcoming fears and they're wanting to offer you something stable. This, to me, this fresh start is like the Ace of Wands or the Ace of Pentacles, because we've got the sprout, right? Like the wand, and then we've got the earth, which is the pentacle. So there's a desire for something long-term. There's an opportunity that they want to give you. So I'm feeling that maybe you're returning to a past situation where this answer, no, turns into a yes. I'm saying, okay? So because we had the no here, I want to take one last card on each of the sides. Let's look at you and your surrendering, you're sacrificing, and you're releasing and leaving it up to spirit. And you know, that can also say that you're not, maybe you felt the victim, like you were doing all the work. Maybe you're surrendering and letting that go, just hoping that spirit will guide them and bring them back to you. Let's look at the surrender. We've got forgiveness. And we know that Pisces is very very forgiving and compassionate and can overcome any bad blood. The forgiveness looks like a divine masculine looking for forgiveness. Now, this could also be some deception or some things that you did not reveal to your person. Maybe you have asked for forgiveness from them at some point. I don't know. This could also be from a past lifetime. Maybe in this lifetime you needed to forgive for something that happened in a past lifetime. It could be the case, right? Or if they've done something to you, you're releasing the bad blood and you're accepting their forgiveness. Let's see. Let's see what this answer is. No. What does that speak to? And we've got the twin flame. My God, my God, my God. Maybe this is saying that they did not believe that this relationship was a twin flame. Maybe they thought you were you were karmically connected, right? And you came into their life to teach them many lessons. Listen, a karmic relationship can be a blessing, can be a curse, and it can be a lesson. A twin flame connection is two halves to a whole. Two halves that make up a whole. Twin flame relationships look for each other through incarnations. Sometimes the answer is no in this lifetime, but at some point, maybe not in another lifetime, maybe remember that twin flames could be not open at some stage because they don't believe that they're your twin flame, and then they're ready to look at it again, ready to take that risk, ready to go on that adventure. Let's see what the general energy is. We've got the closed door. This is the key that we're looking for. These are the blockages that we're needing to release. The barrier. Barrier is very much Saturnian. So we've got Pluto, Saturn here. But the barriers could be up until something is released. What is released? Is it the fear? This is Scorpio energy. The closed door, remember, the closed door usually needs a key. And the key is confidence. The key is activation. The key is not fearing. Because I don't think that, Mars, I don't think that a closed door would stop Mars from finding Venus, Aphrodite, right? He would break the door down. So confidence is what is necessary, I feel, here. But now the barrier can also speak to timing, the timing of Chronos. Nevertheless, we see a huge door here. A door means a building, it means a portal, it means a certain building. It could mean many, many things. Divine masculine needs to release something. Release the barriers, the barriers pertaining to fear, jealousy. Also, Scorpio. Scorpio means jealousy. Scorpio means Scorpio fears opening up their emotions. Now, let's look at the reading. What is really, really interesting for me, can you see any kings or queens? We've only got a knight and a page here. So it feels like there's fresh energies here. And there's a sense of hiding. Venus behind the sun right now is being burnt. It's like love is in hiding. We cannot see Venus physically in the sky because she's too close to the sun. So today's message on Instagram was the King of Cups, which is Scorpio. Interesting. King of Cups in the upright would be someone that's mature and ready to offer their cup. King of Cups in the reverse would say that their cup is empty. They've got nothing to offer you. But here we've got an offer. They're re-looking at it. And because we've got the earth here, this speaks to more stability. There's desire and there's a more stable situation is being offered. There's a potential here. Okay, let's look at the Lenormand. Let's take 3 on your side. Okay, most of you here are women, divine feminine. She's like the Empress for me. She's like the Queen of Pentacles or the Queen of Cups. I do see water and earth here. She's very stable. She's very, she's there. She's there. She's very intellectual. She's a bookworm. She's a perfectionist. She's there for others. She's there. She's of service to others, right? She's very dependable. She's more as a matter of fact, and she's very grounded. Let's see what else we've got. We've got confusion. We've got the maze here. There are other people involved. Feels like there's some sort of imprisonment that needs to be worked out. Remember the imprisonment here. So lots of illusion, too many people. She's trying to find a way out of this maze, trying to find the clarity. Now, we know Neptune is at the last minute, last degree of Pisces, which is holding up all. It's like the Ten of Wands, like Neptune now, the god of the seas, which speaks to clarity, which speaks to, the divine, which speaks to a spiritual connection, which speaks to illusion, which speaks to romance, creativity. Neptune, the god of the seas, emotions, fluctuating emotions, not seeing clearly, is holding the rest, like the whole zodiac, on his back. So emotionally, it's really tough. It's like we're at a breaking point. We want to see the truth. We want to find the resolution. But it's not like, I feel here that some of you, even though, yes, she's earth and water for me, I do feel that there's great logic and intellectualism here with this queen. And she's intelligent enough to find the solution and the resolution and the key to get out of this maze. And I feel like she's working on it, because we see it with the victim here as well. So maybe it's some of you getting out of a past very unclear situation where your love life is concerned, and it does involve many people. And we've got the birds, and the birds can speak to gossip, can speak to communication, excitement, thrills, stress as well. The birds are messengers. Maybe there will be communication that will sort of clear the air relative to others. And look at the birds up here. Wow, we've got the birds there as well. Some of you may be thinking of communicating. You could be receiving messages from social media, from your friends, some clarity on what's going on with your person. Some of you could also be looking, checking their social media out, your person's. The birds I see as friendships as well. So could also be, this is a group of people. I don't know. It could be relative to the past, a group of people. Remember, we had the Six of Cups. So maybe your person was someone that you knew from your school days. So there could possibly be communication from a soulmate. There could be excitement, but there could also be a bit of stress. Let's look at your person. We've got the Storks, which speaks to a brand new cycle. Interesting that this is the Queen of Cups as well. The emotional queen. The Storks speak to something long-lasting. It's a transition, it's movement, it's a new cycle, but it could be a reoccurring cycle as well. And there's like a yearning for a brand new beginning and building one's nest. Now, the Storks bring the child. So, yes, your person could have children. There's also a physical distance. Remember, storks, just like birds, they fly to distant countries. So this could be a potential of, hopefully building a new nest at a distant place, possibly. We've got the Rider, good news coming in, lots of passionate messages, activity, lots of movement, transition, possible travel. We do see the Horse, right? It's like a knight. Lots of news coming in. She's holding paper. She's holding news. She's bringing in the mail. She's bringing in legal documents. I don't know, because this is an Ace. This could speak to a new home, your person going through an ending, slowly redirecting their life. Remember, Jupiter brings endings, new beginnings, brings justice, brings truth, wisdom, expansion, growth, luck, possible separation or coming together. Lots of wisdom coming through, and the news that comes through is like a wish fulfillment. It is the Nine of Cups. Interesting. Here we've got the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is the tree. It's like you're waiting on news. And of course, we see the tree trunk. We see a home at the base of the tree trunk. It's like there's no uprooting relative to this. It's like not being able to get away from this past connection. It's divinely guided. And it's a relationship that's had many lifetimes, I'm going to say. And we've got the path that opens. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. This is probably how they see you. You are the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles, I feel here. Sometimes I do see her also as the Queen of Swords. So a bit of air. I mean, she's got so much logic. Now, we've got the path here. And the path, it's interesting because think of the major arcana cards. There are 22 major arcana cards as the Fool's journey comes to an end. Remember, the World card is the number 21, but the Fool is a 0. So there's 22 major arcana cards. It's like the Fool's journey comes to an end and a brand new journey begins. We've got the Fool, the activation. Look, 0 and then 1. And 1 is the messenger. This is Mercury in Gemini. Mercury is going to enter Gemini. I got the goosebumps right now. Yes, Mercury enters Gemini. Is it on the Venus star point? Is it on the Venus star point? Is it on the same day? I will tell you right now. Yes, Mercury enters Gemini on the 3rd of June. So Mercury is going to be very, very strong. So Mercury is going to enter Gemini, and then we're going to have the Venus star point activation as well. Wonderful. So Mercury is going to bring, Mercury the messenger will bring you many, many messages. Now, just a little bit of a note here. And I know that all of you do agree and you do appreciate this. Just giving you a heads up relative to June. If you are Mercurial, therefore you're either a Virgo or a Gemini, or you've got let's say Mercury in your first house. That would depend on your rising sign, of course. If you've got Mercury in the first house, it's like you are Mercurial as well. Even though you're not a Virgo or a Gemini, nevertheless. Mercury ruled people will be the month of June will be very, very interesting and very busy. Full of it. Mercury in June will move through Gemini and then enter Cancer. So Mercury is doing a lot. The messenger is bringing the messages in really quickly. There's movement, because Mercury means movement, being transported, going somewhere, traveling, learning things, being curious, asking the questions, finding out about things. So just giving you a heads up on that. June is a very important month, so we will be talking about all of that on Patreon Tier 3. Do consider joining us, and thank you for your support. A special thank you to our patrons that have been supporting us for over 3 years. Much love to all of you. You have my heartfelt wishes and appreciation. Thank you. The general energy, there are the 3 birds. I cannot believe this. There are those 3 birds. Now this is, of course, Neptune. This is Neptunian. The clouds clear, the worry goes away, the sun breaks through the clouds, the clarity comes in, the communication comes in about travel, movement, news is coming in. All right? And it's a 6. 6 is also the Lovers. Interesting. So, wow, finding out a lot of communication, a lot of movement. So your person maybe making a choice. But remember what I said. It's like the end of the Fool's journey. There's a new journey beginning. This is like 1111 for me because it's a 22. It's not number 11, it's 22, which says to me they will have opportunities. All right? And what they want is some long-standing Queen of Pentacles is like the Empress. It's like the perfect mother. It's the perfect partner. Someone who'll be there for them. Okay? Now, there could also be possibly, I don't know, an age difference because we've got the Knight of Pentacles here. And we've got the Page of Swords. So maybe the Divine Masculine is a bit younger than or not as mature in the love department as the Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine comes through more as a mother. So what I mean by that is more motherly. So she's there, she's nurturing the Divine Masculine. And remember, we're all teachers and students. We swap roles in life. That's what our soul's purpose is in this lifetime, to receive the lessons, to integrate them. So let's take the Island Time Wellness, which is a bit of a risk because I'm only taking one card on each side. It's a bit of a risk. So take the messages as they resonate for you. And why do I say it's a bit of a risk? Because I'm going to say most of the cards in this deck are difficult messages. They're not lovey-dovey, wedding, proposal, ring, and all that. So let's see, because I do like to, I'm a realist, and I don't like to sugarcoat my readings. You're here because there are issues. You're not here because you're on cloud 9. You're not on cloud 9. That's why you're here watching this reading. Let's take you. The Snake, competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. Now you may be the other woman, but this can also speak of the Snake, which is your competitor. So the other woman could be someone that your person is connected with. But the Snake, if we don't look at the words, we don't look at the competition here. The Snake also speaks to forbidden fruit. Remember, it's like Scorpio energy. Some of you may have gone through some sort of a metamorphosis, an ending. The Snake also can speak to planning, strategizing. Yes, she is very grounded, and yes, she takes her time and she plans and she strategizes. She knows she's going to win. She knows she's got the success, I would say, in the pocket. And patience always wins, right? It's like the tortoise and hare story. Now, the Snake also speaks to deep desires, possibly deception, a very deep connection, craving the other person sexually, maybe some forbidden knowledge, things that you are not meant to know, but also speaks to wisdom coming in. Let's look at your person. What is their person? What's going on for their person? Hammer, sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, and working on it. The hammer can break things down, but can also build things, right? It does speak to rebuilding, and you've got refocus on their side as well. Someone who's going to be persistent, someone who's ready to put in the work, but maybe they were not ready before because we've got the word repetition. Now, this could also be someone who suffers from headaches. This could be someone that works, that is in the building industry, that works with their hands. Could be a builder. And this could also be someone who sometimes can sort of blurt things out and really hurt with their words. Yes, he could be, your person could also have strong air in their chart. We do see the metal head, of course, earth and air. The metal head of the hammer. They could be into masonry or anything like that. But yeah, into building I get a lot. What's the general energy here? Some of you could be into mysticism. I mean, you know, the snake means health as well. You could be in the health department, into medicine. I mean, you could be a pharmaceutical, a pharmacist, right? You could be a, I don't know, into biology, into chemistry, into there's great intelligence on your side, or you could be into book writing, and you could be an author. Let's see. We've got date, meeting someone new, dating, getting back out there, plan and set a date. For some of you, yes, this is new, but the date could be something new if this is someone you already know. Remember the star that I said some of you may be connecting through social media? Could be that this is physically, and the first time physically meeting. And I'm going to say for some of you, this could also be because your person is like going through a fall season, like a dark season, like they're coming out as someone different, someone new. Do you know what I mean? So like they've gone through a metamorphosis, heavy lessons, surely. Obviously, we see someone who wears a suit and a tie. Now, as I said, for some of you, yes, this is someone brand new. So everything that we've talked about here could be relative to either a past partner of yours or the person you're meeting and their past love situation. So let's see what's beneath that date. Heartbroken, deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving and mourning. So maybe it took an ending for this to come through, the date, to dating and getting back out there. And what I mean by getting back out there is putting in the effort, putting in the work, planning, strategizing and setting a date, preparing for a meeting, nevertheless. So that could be what the communication is. The choice could also be, where do we, because we see the doors. Your person could be planning or setting a date for this meeting, and just at the stage of saying, let's go here or let's go there. Let's meet here or let's meet there. Remember the door, the barrier. Here we've got two doors that are open. Check this out. The door maybe was closed because of a lack of decisions. The decision could be as simple as, where do we meet? In your country or my country? In your state or in my state? Do I take her to a hotel or do I take her to a cafe? These could be choices that are coming through. Remember, it's a general reading. And when, obviously, messages that come through I need to mention because they could speak to some of you personally. All right, let's take love messages. Did we take the advice? No. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Kathy. Let's see what's going on. What is the advice coming from the wisdom of the oracle relative to this love connection at this time? Seeking guidance, dear spirit, seeking the truth and the guidance. What is that we need to know relative to this most important person that we are concentrating on at this time and during this reading? What is the message? What is that we need to know? And as you obviously don't know this, but as I'm shuffling, my eyes are closed. This helps me to tune in. I really want to get the correct message for you. And we've got blessed in the reverse, and it's a 22. For me, a reverse card means that the blessings are in the future. But let's look at because we see her flying also. There's something about taking flight. Number 22. So a reverse 22 would put you back on 21. So someone needs to clean up their act. Someone is doing their cleaning, their spring cleaning. They're being dutiful before the blessings can come in. This is like making space in our lives, right? Let's read the 22 in the reverse. Humility is called for now as grace is an unearned gift. You didn't gain this by your own desires or actions. To be who you need to be, you can no longer do what you did. In a way, you have hit rock bottom, and what is required now is nothing less than total surrender, which this is like the no. This is also like a card of surrender, like releasing the negativity. Same here with the surrender card. Total surrender. Then you will be blessed. So again, I'm going to say surrender and release it to spirit. The more we push for something, the more energetically we push something away. I'm going to read the upright message because this is what's ahead. This is what is the potential. Maybe I was supposed to get this in the upright. Remember, it's general. Let's read what the relationship says. You are moving toward a deepening of intimacy in a unique and sacred partnership. You know you are meant to make this connection. This union, blessed by the divine, will bring transformation and beauty to the world. This is also a sign that, even more important, you're being called to a deeper intimacy with yourself and spirit. With this new development, you will see evidence of grace in your life. Beautiful. So it's talking about humility. Some of us need to get off our high horse, possibly. Humility is the spice of life. Not being on our high horse, that pushes people away. That energetically pushes luck away. Okay, let's take the thoughts and the perceptions and the emotions of your person. We're looking only on their side. Now, if you found yourself on this side and you flipped the messages, these messages are for your person. Doesn't matter where I lay them down. Now, but there's also the ability to tune into your energy. So some messages may be yours, some may be from your person. So if they're not yours, then they're your person. Let's see what's going on. I will never forget you, or I will always love you. That reminds me of the Bodyguard and Whitney Houston and Kevin Costner. I will always love you. Sad story. I hated the ending. You're my other half, I feel it. I got the goosebumps. Don't you just love The Bodyguard? It's one of my all-time favorites, which I watch again and again. Never get enough of it. And Kevin Costner, oh my God. Hubba hubba. What a guy. Oh, wow. Sorry. Just had that moment of mine. Be mine. Be mine. You are my sun. You are my soul. No one knows me better than you. I have so much on my plate. I don't know if I can offer you anything. I have been through a lot. I've had enough. You're blocked. Two similar cards. You're just someone I used to know. Ouch, that hurts. Now I'm wondering, okay, the blocked, I get it. Okay, that is a possibility, but you're just someone I used to know. This would be someone that's on their high horse and they've been hurt. Obviously, there's a lot of ego. Unless this is a past partner that they're talking to, because the Eight of Cups, of course, is I'm leaving something that I could not find bliss, the bliss. And of course, this is emotional detachment and letting go of past emotional issues and looking for those Two of Cups, which we've got. Let's see. I can't get over you. That's the general energy. Our families will never accept this relationship. Well, we've got a saying in Greek that says if the bride and groom want this relationship, who cares about everyone else? It's not up to them. Thank you very much. I have loved you from the moment I met you, but the problems in my life don't allow me to follow my heart right now. It won't be fair on you either. Why did you leave me? How could you? What went wrong? and you are my other half. I want to give you everything in life to make you happy. Now, so many sixes, 3 6s, but also a lot to do with soulmate. We've got the twin flame as well. This is not only a soulmate connection, this is twin flame for many of you. What's at the foundation? I don't need your love no more. Ouch. Ouch. Talk about a hurt ego. What about humility? What about humility? Okay, they're the messages, my dear friends. Now we will go on to the individual signs. So we're using the little Greek oracle, remember? And we are beginning with, I'm wondering if we use this deck on the Yes Please next week. I'm wondering, I will have to prepare for that because I cannot be writing too much. I mean, I need to explain it unless we do a video and you see the card. That would be easier. I don't know. I'd love to hear your comments. Tell me what you want and what you don't want. Tell me what you prefer and what you don't prefer. But remember, we need to do what most people want because we cannot make everyone 100% happy. So, dear Spirit, let's go into the individual signs. Let's look at Aries. Let's look at Aries as Aries being the first sign of the zodiac. Aries, please, Spirit. What's going on in love for Aries? We've got Eros. This is the lovers. So big choices, a very important union. Could be third parties because Aries was the love child of Venus and Mars. But Aries is dumbfounded. Aries is head over heels in love because Eros's poisonous arrow has hit Aries. Wow. You may feel that this is a blessing but also a curse, dear Aries, my beautiful Aries people. Let's see what's going on for Taurus. Where is Taurus in love? In the now, where is Taurus? We've got the sun. There could be a little bit of ego, but there could also be true love connection. The sun is an ace. Taurus has an ace up their sleeve. They could be connecting also with the Leo, right? Or they're just very confident that love, that there's truth in a love connection, or that they're being admired or they're admiring someone else. The sun means reconciliation to Taurus. So congratulations. Wow. Wow, Taurus. Okay, dear Spirit, Gemini. Do check out your sun, moon, your rising, your Venus, your Mars, and your North Node placements, if you are familiar with those. And then, you know, it's like having a full story. You will have all the cards, and the story will be important for you. Next sign is Gemini, remember. We said Gemini. Ooh, the snake. So there's temptation. You could have third parties influence. This is the other woman. This is your competition. This is deep sexual connection. There are traps and pitfalls, Gemini. Do be careful. But you've got Jupiter there protecting you. A metamorphosis, huge changes, lots of wisdom, lots of truths relative to things that were secretive. I feel, and there's new openings for you. Some of you are letting go of narcissistic past relationships that were very unhealthy connections, very unhealthy. People also, connections with people that were doing things that were very unhealthy, okay? So vices, sex addictions, all sorts of addictions. Gemini. Wow. Okay, what a message that was. Because that was the devil. That was the devil in actual fact. So Capricorn plays a major role. Capricorn and Scorpio comes through for Gemini. Let's go to the next sign. After Gemini is Cancer. Cancer, please, Spirit. What's going on for Cancer? Cancer in love. You have the 3 of Wands and the 10 of Wands. You've got number 22, so pay attention, very strong. This number came through in this reading. Some of you are waiting on your ships to come in. You're waiting on luck. You've put in the effort. You've worked hard. Your ships are coming in. Your gifts are coming in. Some of you are still carrying a burden. You're at a juncture where you're needing to make a choice. Where you're at now, I feel, is a heavy burden. You're needing to release that. Because look at the anchor here. It's like the Ten of Wands. Let go of the past and make space for the future. Some of you, yes, are in a relationship. Possibly you're dealing with a foreigner, or there's a physical distance. Nevertheless, the portal's open. You've got opportunities. New adventures open up for you as well, dear Cancer. Some of you may be separating, difficulties in making decisions. There's hesitation, possible travel, very important choices in the next 6-7 weeks for you. Thank you, dear Cancer. Let's go on to Leo. Leo the lion. Leo the big heart, brave heart. Leo the creator. Leo that loves diamonds. Leo that loves to perform, be up on stage. Love and nurture and be generous with everyone. Love everyone. Leo loves to have fun. They're the life of the party. Let's take Leo. What's going on in love for Leo? What's going on in love for Leo? We've got, wow, you've got the Ten of Cups, Leo. That's beautiful. This is like like news that's coming in, like your love life is going through some sort of a purification. This speaks to successful marriage, passionate love, connection, possible marriage. The news is wonderful. What can I say? Those of you that were in past difficult relationships, this is going to be a totally different story. You can trust this person. They're being very truthful with you. I don't know, for some I get white wedding and an arranged marriage for some reason as well. But there's a passionate moment for Leo with the Ten of Cups, which is a card of bliss, but it can also speak to a new beginning, a new cycle after an ending of a cycle as well. Okay, so that's a pretty good card, Leo, I must say. You may be dealing with a water sign, yeah? I did not say sign yet, so I'm not taking those cards. I don't know, Virgo comes through very strongly. Scorpio comes through as well for Leo, I get. Okay. For Virgo, next sign. Dear Spirit, Virgo. What's going on in Virgo? Virgo's love life. Virgo's love life. Virgo, you've got the World card. Luck, abundance, awareness, spiritual enlightenment. Your relationship is not only skin deep, it's not only a physical one, but it's also a spiritual one. We see, this is how I see Venus and Aphrodite. She's up in the air, which to me is like the Venus star point that's happening now, where Venus is turning more spiritual now. So remember that there's like an activation of the relationship. It could go either from a physical going into a spiritual, or from a spiritual turning more physical. So remember, it speaks to luck, and things may not be typically as they seem. There's more to the story that you may not be aware of. Now, you may be dealing with someone that's at a physical distance. You've come to the end of a cycle, a huge cycle, new cycle opening up for you. The activation, right, which is like the Fool card. This is a 21. So it could be that someone now is going to, someone's getting grounded. A spiritual connection is becoming more practical, more physical. And there's great abundance that comes with it, okay? All right. All right, so, okay, some of you Virgos are dealing with fixed signs. 21 is is the World card. So the fixed signs, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, and Aquarius come through for Virgo. Let's go to the next sign, Libra. Libra, what's going on for you? What's going on in love for Libra? Libra, you're receiving news. Good news, unless it's next to a bad card. So I need to take one more. I need to take one more. And we've got good news where love is concerned, because you've got the lovers here. You've got Eros. Now, lucky Libra got a second card. Doesn't matter. It's the Six of Wands and it's the Eight of Wands. Love messages come through. They're coming through when you least expect them. You may be dealing with a Scorpio. You may be dealing with a fire sign. Gemini comes through as well. Decisions are made where love is concerned. Yeah, that's what I get. You've got a couple of sixes. Sixes are balance, right? This news is coming just out of the blue. This could be a love message that you're receiving that's going to make you feel very proud. This could also be an invitation to fly somewhere. Okay? So that's for you, Libra. Congratulations. So Gemini comes through very strongly. Gemini plus also the fire signs. So Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Let's go on to the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to know? What's going on? What's potentially going on for my Scorpio crowd here? Okay, Scorpio. Collaboration, self-control, dynamic success. As long as you're ready to collaborate, this needs fine-tuning. You do have obstacles, but you need to collaborate and work together with your other person. It can be dangerous because one wrong move can really break down. This could be a breakup. Be careful. Collaboration, fine-tuning, good communication is going to play a major role. You've got obstacles ahead of you, but through concentration and through belief and trusting, see the white horse? The white horse is the light. Not holding back on secrets, being totally open. It's a number 8, which is the strength card. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo. I do get Sagittarius here as well, very strongly. Some of you may even work together. Some of you are just holding back. I feel that you need to not hold back. You need to be open and see if your person is willing to collaborate, to go on this journey with you. There's no point in fearing a setback, right? Some of you are also trying to hold back on your desires. Not a good idea. I would say be open, Scorpio. So some of you Scorpios may be cuspers with Sagittarius, I get as well. Or you're at a physical distance from your love partner. Let's go on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, please, Spirit. What's going on for my beautiful Sagittarian? Larger than life, happy-go-lucky Sagittarian individuals. What's going on for Sagittarius in love? Is that one card? You've got the Two of Cups. Congratulations, Sagittarius. The Two of Cups, there's an agreement here. Let's agree to disagree. Let's put our swords aside. If there's been a fight, this is like reconciliation. Some of you are meeting your soulmate. Congratulations. What a quick and so flowing card. That was the Hand of Spirit. Congratulations. Well, with Jupiter in your 7th house and Venus in your 7th house of others, yes, it's totally on point. Let's go to the next sign after Sagittarius. Is my beautiful Capricorn, hardworking. Ooh, okay, the card was chosen for you. Oh my God, Capricorn. I cannot believe this. You saw it. You were there. This does not surprise me at all because love is in the air for Capricorn, period. There's so much abundance in your 5th house. This is going out and meeting the one. This is playing. This is taking a risk. This is flirting. This is, be careful. Be careful where pregnancy is concerned. It's because of the astrology. I don't know, this could be you agree to not have children and just stay together forever. I don't know, but this is a soulmate connection. Congratulations, dear Capricorn. Yes, water comes through, obviously, water signs. And number 19 is also Leo, so I'm going to say Leo. Leo is the sun, right? Number 19. So maybe also Leo comes through for you. And Leo does rule the natural 5th house, which that's where your blessings are coming in now, dear Capricorn. Next sign, Aquarius. What's going on for Aquarius? Aquarius, and we've got the moon. There are doubts for Aquarius. There are things that are hidden. I will take one more card. I wasn't 100% about that. Some of you may be dealing with Pisces, Cancer, any water sign, I suppose. But the moon is doubts, it's secrets, it's things going on during the nighttime. Something that's going to be shown to you that was hidden. For Aquarius, this is like you're putting a stop to this path because there's illusion, deception. There's something that you're not meant to know, or maybe you're needing to trust your intuition and not take this path that you've taken. You've got the 5 of Swords. It's like Spirit is telling you, don't go this way, go the other path. Trust your intuition. Number 11 is Justice. And the Knight of Swords, which could be fights, possible legalities. Some of you could be dealing with another air sign, but there's deception. Something needs to be cleared. The air needs to be cleared. This is also stopping where there's been deception. It's like someone doesn't want to give you the truth here. Someone doesn't want to clear your doubts, so you're putting an X, you're closing, you're blocking someone, dear Aquarius. There are third parties. It's the 5 of Swords. Some of you are in a legal battle, but justice will come through at divine timing, right? Okay, sorry about that, Aquarius, but that's what it is. I'm taking the next and the last sign, which is Pisces, please, Spirit. Pisces. Now, for Aquarius, of course, Aquarius has got Pluto. Pluto is retrograding in their sign. So they've still got issues that they're dealing with that they need to finish up on. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. What's going on for Pisces? Same message with, who was it? Was it Scorpio? Yes. So Scorpio and Pisces have got a connection here. Okay, collaboration, self-control, dynamic success. If you steer that horse, if you're confident that you can take this relationship, because the horse is like the relationship, over those hurdles. Good communication is necessary. This is like not losing control, being confident that you can take this relationship to where you want and overcome any obstacles as well. You need to trust, you need to believe that working together, you're made to work together, you're made to be paired up together, but life is like throwing curveballs at you, Pisces. Of course, you've got Saturn in your sign. It's like you're needing to pass the test. Keep working at it. And some of you are at a physical distance, which could also be another hurdle. So love and light, dear Pisces, thank you. Love and light to all of you. I want to thank you all so much. I just had a call. I couldn't take it, so that's why I'm going to leave you quickly. This was your reading. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. I would love to be here with you another couple more hours. As you know, I really enjoy your company. And I know that some of you you don't even talk with me when I'm in the chat because you're so immersed in the details of the reading. I find it so amusing, but also I like that because you're following me. You're listening to every little detail, because from one little detail can come an answer for you personally. Okay. So that's why I'm there at the beginning. I'm always there for you in the chat, but then some of you just drift off. Many of you forget to like. It does help the channel. Also, your donations, they do help greatly, and I do appreciate that help. My equipment is expensive. My equipment is going downhill. I've had it for years. Every little bit counts, and thank you so much for even thinking about it, deciding about it, that I'm gonna donate even that small amount that I can, because there's so many of you out there, and me, I'm only one. So thank you so much, my darling friends. It is very gratifying to know that you appreciate these readings in whichever way you share your energy with us here. So I'm letting you go. This is it. As I said, join us on Patreon. Patrons expect the love readings. Now, the elemental love readings will take a few days, another 3-4 days. You'll have them early June. The free YouTube elemental fire, air, earth and water love readings on YouTube. They're the last that come out because they're the free ones, right? My obligations come first. So Patreon, what I've promised to give you, even on YouTube, I'm always here with a messenger, always here with the love reading, the Wednesday love reading, unless it's physically impossible. And of course, my obligations to the month ahead astrology, new moons, full moons on Patreon. They're all on Patreon. So I'll leave you with that. Love and light, everyone. I love you all so much. Looking forward to some really good blessings still coming in. And I'd love to hear about your blessings, because they're coming through. Some we cannot share, yes, in public. Write to me, divinedebut11@gmail.com. I'd love to hear about your fantastic news. There's no obligation. It's just connecting with me. So talk to you soon, my dear friends. Wishing you well. Love you so. Namaste.